Fossil fuel Nigeria says its oil will continue to be in demand, if not internationally, at least for its 200 million people. This oil well is the second to be opened.
Nigeria is a land of abundance, a giant blessed with oil, fertile soil, rivers, and brilliant mind. Yet, let me ask you these few questions. How can such a country that produces millions of barrels of crude oil every single day face fuel scarcity? Now, we are facing fuel scarcity at home, but the country is supplying this fuel to other nations. How can an oil-rich nation suffer fuel queues, black markets, even endless shortages? How can the same land that once fed the whole of West Africa battle food insecurity despite having a vast agricultural potential? Why do Nigerians import things such as rice, wheat, tomatoes? We have fertile farmland lying untapped somewhere. Okay, now what about our people? Why does a nation with so many resources still wrestle with massive unemployment? This is nothing new. This is what we face every single day. Why do some of our brightest minds roam the streets, jobless, while industries collapse every single day? Think about it. I want you to think deeper with me. How does a top oil producer in the world, export crude only to import petrol at a higher price when petrol is just a fraction of crude oil itself? Why do our refineries stand still while billions vanish in subsidies every single time? Okay, now let's go about the most basic one of them all, water. Some Nigerians fetch water from wells and rely on sachet waters even when we have a lot of river bodies and rainfall. Okay, let's talk about our people again. Why do Nigerian doctors, engineers, nurses, and even professors build the economies of other nations, while our own nation, Nigeria here, has its healthcare and educational system struggling? Why do we export brilliance only to import solutions? Another paradox that plagues the country. Why do we pour billions into security, yet we live in the fear of kidnappers, bandits, and terrorists? Why is insecurity rising even with so much spent on defense? Think about it. And let's go back to education again. Why do parents save everything, sometimes selling their most precious possession just to send their children abroad, while our schools at home decay? Why do we abandon the classrooms but chase certificates in faraway lands? And above all, how can one of the richest nations in Africa, blessed with oil and gas and even minerals, still rank among the world's poorest? Why does poverty thrive where wealth flows? Finally, how do we budget billions for infrastructure year after year, sometimes trillions nowadays, yet we drive daily on broken road, we face blackout, we struggle with basic services? Clearly, Nigeria is a country plagued with paradox of its own. And of course, it's nothing surprising. This is turning me into a researcher of late. The answers to all those questions I have asked will be provided on this channel. There's only one way to find them out. I am simply Nab. Pleasant day ahead.